It was just a question. Have you picked your battles? Because there are so many battles to be won, battles that are to be fought. Like I said yesterday, with Senator Hank Sanders and his wife Rose told me, Carl, there's no vacation in the struggle. We can pause a little bit, have a good time, play some sports, play some music, laugh, joke, barbecue, family, friends, open up gifts and presents and holidays and all that, yeah. But it's still a battle. We're still the same struggle. People still saying you can't have because I said so. And that's what it really boils down to. You can't have because I said so. Okay? And then they'll top it off with the rest of the garbage because God say I can say I said so. They put God in the mix. Okay? Totally wrong. You really messed up now, fool. Okay? Yeah. But I was watching this space, Branson going out to space with the little rocket ship and all that good stuff. Billions of dollars that could have been spent right here helping people, school and scholarships and, all kind of things. You don't want to go through all that list because it's too doggone long, But I saw that go up there and go to the edge of space and land back safely. I'm glad it's safe for the safety's sake. That's a good thing. Technology went forward in this, but look at the other side of this here equation. These fools trying to get the heck up out of here. They know that that global warming is real, that this planet just may implode on itself. Mother Nature is spewing volcanic ashes and heat in the west and flooding in the east and ice melting in Antarctica, wildfires like never before, earthquakes in diverse places, as the scripture says in Revelations. Oh boy. Richard said, you know what? I got enough money to get me a escape pod out of here. I saw Star Trek as a kid. I had to laugh to keep from crying. I had to laugh to keep from crying, because, but let them go. All you rich fools who have helped cause chaos, confusion, trying to destroy the earth, okay, with no respect, with no remorse, bye. I hope they build a shuttle as long as the Empire State Building and put all you fools in it. Bye. And we can clean up the planet, okay? And we can make policy that really is for the people and by the people. All people. Okay, all you racist idiots and Fox News lovers, bye. Bye. Get on the shuttle, go to Mars, Venus, Moon. I was told there's a theory out there that they got moon bases. Pick one. Bye. Okay? Okay? Because you're causing so much harm. You're causing so much chaos, so much confusion, so much hatred. Whatever happened to the John Lewis Voting Rights Act? The Fair Act? Who's saying no to that? The same people who said John Lewis is a friend of mine. He's a good old boy. Yeah, the same ones. When I see black Republicans voting for these same policies, and I see these fools talking about we shouldn't be teaching critical thinking, critical race theory, because that's all it is open-minded thinking of true history and the African-American experience in America. When I see that, I said, man, and then you want to talk Dr. King. But these are the same people, you're siding with the same people that Dr. King had a big problem with when it came to hatred, discrimination, policies like redlining, and segregation, and all the other ills of society that white supremacists has laid down on paper in law. You're an idiot. You done shot yourself in the foot, fool. Because guess what? If the Trumpism thing goes forward like they want it to, guess what? If they had some militia and he had a coup going and was leading the charge and get all those who are, activists and uh, anti-governmental unjust policies, guess what? They're going to knock on your door too. Yeah. Get those black people, get them. Right now they're saying get them by stopping them to vote. Stacey Abrams did a bang-up job down in Georgia, baby. She just rocked the boat. She rocked the boat and still rocking for next year. Get out there. Get those Republican legislators out of office because they're holding up progress for everybody. Remember, you Republicans, black and white, remember they did not want to vote for that $1,400 stimulus. They don't want to vote for infrastructure. So watch out when you go across the bridge. Watch out when you go in the tunnel. Watch out, just watch out when you're driving down the street, big old potholes that won't be fixed because somebody said no. And that somebody is someone a lot of you support. So I'm saying all that to say be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove, baby. And if at all possible, be at peace with all men. Teach your children critical race theory. Teach black history. Teach it at home. Teach it in school, the boys club, church, down your basement, on the backyard, under a tent, in the park like this on this bench. Yeah. Teach them. Teach them. Teach them. Okay? Education and information is power, and they know it. And that's why they don't want you to have it. Come on, man. Look at Governor Abbott down there in Texas, and the guy in the wheelchair. He hates you, black folks. He hates you for real. He talk about the 1619 project is a fraud. It's a lie. And then come up with the 1883 project for Texas. Come on, man. Texas wouldn't have been a state without slavery being instituted. They said, we won't be a state then, and we won't join your union unless we can formulate and have slavery. We got billions of acres of cotton to pick, and you don't want it? We'll still have slaves, and we'll send that cotton to London, England, to France, all of Europe, Belgium, wherever. It's the United States, Senate, Congress, okay, their lives don't matter anyway. And Texas is one of the worst places to live today under that rulership. Someone said, Carl, did you watch that movie, Smoking Gun with Leslie Nielsen and O.J. Simpson or Airport? One might have been Airport. And they had a guy in a wheelchair, and the funny part was when they, by accident, knocked him over the cliff. And he told me, he said, didn't that look like Governor Abbott in that wheelchair going down that cliff? I said, man, come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. It was funny. I'm not naming names because all y'all know the person. Okay? But I'm just saying, you know, the way to stop this evil is to stop it by any means necessary. No shedding of the blood. I don't want to see no shedding of the blood. I really don't. But what I'm seeing is people advocating it on social media, on Fox News, on the right-wing media, talking about civil war. You know, this pillow dude talking about Trump being reinstated next month. Huh? And if not, a civil war will ensue. Y'all better strap up. That's all I got to say. Protect yourself and your family. Watch yourself when you're in gas station, grocery store, parking lots. Don't go nowhere by yourself if you can help it. Okay, if you by yourself, have Mr. Smith and Mr. Wesson with you and your gun license. That's all. That's it. That's it. And you know, because most of this country now is either open or concealed, legally concealed state. And in Texas, man, it's like going to Walmart, grocery store, buy a loaf of bread. You can go buy a gun. No background checks and all that stuff. They trying to push that down there now. And at the same time, too, in Ohio, police are saying, we don't want body cameras. We can't have body cameras no more. We're going to outlaw body cameras. What do they have to hide? I was filming an incident in D.C., and the cop kept getting in front of my camera, trying to block me. I said, man, I see what you're doing. And for what? What do you got to hide? It was an accident, and it was just a car accident. What do you got to hide? It's an accident. Come on, man. You're trained to do that. You're trained to take away my First Amendment right, freedom of the press. Have a nice day, dude. I'm no rookie in this game. He walked away. He walked away. Okay? So, understand where you are. Be wise. Pick your battles. You know, if it's about teaching critical race theory, do that. Pick your battles. If it's about marching down to the school board, mayor's office, city council, do that. Okay? If it's about printing up leaflets to take out and give to children, to pass out to people, do that. If it's about you organizing the community on a situation that's unjust, do that. Whatever you do. If you got to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for those who are going to march at Stone Mountain against the Confederacy and these statues that got to come down, like yesterday in Charlottesville, do that. The Charlottesville statues came down, and then they got really mad when they took down Lewis and Clark and Pocahontas, Chickasaw. Well, there were no heroes, man. They opened up the West to the settlers. They opened up the West because they didn't know where they were going. They were lost. That girl showed them that's the way to go. And they said, come on, fellas. And then they told her, we want you to meet our gang, okay? And she met that gang and fell in love with all of them. Oh, these are some nice people. No, they come to destroy you, your land, your sacred grounds, everything, and they did, okay? Study Lewis and Clark. Study the expeditions that they did, okay? Study what they did, man. That statue should have been torn down a long time ago. Should have never been up, okay? And all them Confederate racist statues got to go because it's a symbol of unrighteousness. It's a symbol of tyranny and of domestic terrorism. Just like the domestic terrorism that went up in the Capitol. Same thing. So, but they don't want to get rid of the KKK that's been around since 1867. It's 2021. We have the new Black Panther Party, but not in the same form as it was in the 60s. We have the Huey P. Newton Gun Club and all of that. But all those put together don't add up to what the Panthers were and what the KKK happened to be to this day. So pick your battles. Be at peace. But like this good book says, if at all possible, be at peace with all men.